In the height of the global inflation, when a lot of people are complaining of not having enough money to meet up with their needs, the UK government decides to increase visa fees for people who want to come to the United Kingdom effective from the 4th of October 2023. Here is what you need to know. For a couple of months in the United Kingdom, there has been a lot of strikes, series of strikes. The RUC, and that is the Royal College of Nursing, which is also the largest nursing union in the United Kingdom, has been in existence for over 100 years, and it went on strike for the very first time in its history. The junior doctors, the consultants have been going on strike. There has also been strikes by the rail workers, teachers have been on strike. There has been a lot of strikes ongoing in the United Kingdom that have affected the economy of the United Kingdom and many other activities here in the UK. The UK government decided to come up with an idea on how, or a solution on how to solve this problem and stop all the excessive strikes. The UK government has promised increment in the salaries of these workers because the UK has been hit by inflation. People have not been making enough money to meet their needs, and the cost of things, housing, food, everything has skyrocketed from what it used to be. So UK citizens, residents started complaining about it, and they decided to go on strike for the government to increase their salaries. So the government have decided that there is no other way that they could raise the money. They could either raise the money in two ways. Number one, they could decide to increase the taxes of people who work that are also asking them to increase their salaries. So you see, that wouldn't be a fair balance, or they look for the money somewhere else. So the UK government decided to increase the visa fees for people who want to come to the UK in order to raise money for these essential services and to pay these people their salaries. The UK government saw an opportunity in immigration. You know, the UK has been complaining of an increase in the number of people immigrating into the country. According to the UK Office of National Statistics, in the year 2022, around 606,000 people immigrated into the United Kingdom. So the UK has seen this as an opportunity to raise money in order to meet up with other needs, essential needs here in the UK. And they said the increment of these fees will raise around $1.3 million for the United Kingdom to meet up with all of these essential needs. Just take some time to listen to what the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom had to say about this.
If we're going to prioritise paying public sector workers more, that money has to come from somewhere else, because I'm not prepared to put up people's taxes, and I don't think it would be responsible or right to borrow more, because that would just make inflation worse. So what we have done are two things to find this money. The first is we're going to increase the charges that we have for migrants who are coming to this country when they apply for visas, and indeed something called the Immigration Health Surcharge, which is the levy that they pay to access the NHS. So all of those fees are going to go up, and that will raise over £1 billion. So across the board, visa application fees are going to go up significantly, and similarly for the Immigration Health Surcharge, for migrants who are coming to this country legally, they have to pay a fee to access the NHS, to contribute to NHS care. I think that's entirely right. Neither of these fees have been increased recently, and we think it's appropriate, given the costs for everything have gone up, that those fees, both for applying for visas and for accessing the NHS, go up too.
So they are expecting that the increment in all of these fees will raise over £1 billion for the United Kingdom to pay for all of these essential services. Just for you to take note, these are the visa fees that will be increased from the 4th of October 2023. The entry clearance as a visitor for a period of 6 months or less used to be £100, but now it's going to be £115. That is about 15% change or increment. For entry clearance visitor visa of more than 6 months and up to 12 months, it used to be £200. Now it's still going to be £200, so there is no increase in that. For an entry clearance as a visitor for a period of more than 12 months, so if you apply for a visitor visa or a visit visa that is up to 2 years validity, it used to be £376, but now it's going to be £400. For up to 5 years, which used to be £670, is going to be £771, and up to 10 years, which used to be £837, is going to be £963. So for a skilled worker visa where a certificate of sponsorship has been issued, for overseas workers, the fee used to be £625, but now it's going to be £719. That is 15% increment. This applies to both main applicants and their dependents. For indefinite leave to remain, which is a route to settlement, no change has been made on that, so the price still remains. So for allocation of certificate of sponsorship, which used to be £119, that has increased to £239. For naturalization as a British citizen, which used to be £1,250, that has increased to £1,500. So guys, the visa fees have increased drastically, including the health surcharge, which is the amount of money people pay when they come into the UK, so they'll be able to access the NHS for free. This is just the UK government looking after its citizens and to make sure that the UK is more attractive for us to come in. They don't want any more strike actions. They want the country to continue to work, because for people to be attracted to come to the country has to be working. It has to be effective. So if the people are striking, people are not going to work will not be done, and the country is not going to be that attractive for us to come in. So for you to avoid these fees, you have to apply for your visas before the 4th of October 2023. After the 4th of October 2023, these fees will become effective, and if you're going to be applying for a visa, you want to come to the UK, you'll be paying the new fees. So that's it, guys. I pray God provides for everybody so that everyone can have the money to foot the bills for the new fees, so as many people that do desire to come to the UK would also be able to come despite the increment in all the fees. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your days, and bye.